Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report, and not much to write home about today. We're waiting on the CPI tomorrow, and just this lackluster market. So if you got something else to go do, I might go do that. But if you have to do something, let's take a look at what's going on here. SPY is inside day to the downside, but green, and not getting out of this range anytime soon. Still handling an inside week and nowhere near not being an inside month. So we know about all that. What you do have here on the 60 is you got an inside 60, so that might give you something, but really pulling teeth here. As we know, like I said, these months is a problem. When you're not anywhere near taking out the highs or lows of the month, that's a problem. Then you can expect what we got here, just chop shop of nothing. Diamonds here, also inside day to the downside, but green, inside week, inside month, inside 60, doing a whole bunch of nothing. So let's see here. This guy's dropping off a little bit here. So if there's anything really, in the retail ollie here, still trying to hold this inside week to the upside. That takes out the month, the two down, two up, hits that magnitude. The question is going to keep going. So far, hanging in there, but really jeepers creepers on that. If we go to Starbucks, and Starbucks outside day, right? All that does really is bring it back to a doji week, unfortunately. So you're going to see a lot of tight broadening formations, right? They will get bigger over time, but right now, a lot of things looking very similar in this tight chop shop back and forth, back and forth. This price discovery starting over again in a lot of this stuff. If we go to DG, and DG inside week to the upside, and once again, we want to see if we can take this out on the month. 240, 228 would get it going. You got some distance on that, but you did have your inside 60 to the upside. DG. If we go to Home Depot, and Home Depot, inside day to the upside, just not a lot of oomph to the oomph, and stuck in here on the 60. Did go inside 60 up, but this is a mother bar. Once you have an inside bar, the bar before it is called a mother bar, and you want to get out of there. So if you did take this 60 up, you'd want to stay above this, 304.62. If you can stay above that, you're all right. Otherwise, outski. If you go to lows with the Home Depot, up a little bit on the inside day, and that took the inside 60 a little bit stronger, you see? Inside 60, and that took that up to here. And trying to go outside in the week still this month. Ugh, boy, these months are just brutal. If we go to Costco, and Costco, a little better, still an inside weaker, multi-inside 60s, and that's going to be the problem as the days go on, waiting for these CPI to come out in the morning and hopefully move this stuff around a little bit more. If you go to Life of Pi, PI, having a nice day here, and this is one of the things we look for, the two down, the two up on the month. So good over the month over 53, 56. You're there right now. Had a nice little push up into here. So we'll see if PI can continue. I'm even going to type that in right now. PI. All right. So if we go to PDCE, and now backing off, it made its outside day. Exhaustion risk by going into the highs, but it's of interest because XLE is finally having its little corrective activity on a 2-2 down. Not the end of the world for those things. Just, we've been a go-to on the gunner list for the upside for a long time. So just a little stall out for today. On the downside, you've got the utilities having some issues here. And it was two down yesterday and still two down today and looking to be an outside week over here. So the utilities having some issues. FAS also down, taking a two down on the day. That's a two up, two down week. Inside on the 60, like a lot of things, an inside month. Just like JP Morgan. Just be aware of any of these 2-2 reversals on a weekly basis. And that you got. Maybe how about Goldman Sachs? Yeah. Two down, so not the end of the world, and a lot of these things going inside 60 right now, and we'll see if they firm up. Facebook is dead. Long live Meta. Puker. So, inside month. But you did have this. The inside day, the poke up, the Rev Strat to the downside, so we'll see if anything more comes of that. Here was your 3-1, 260 down. Boom, down she goes, so we'll see if there's anything more to that. A lot of inside days, but China giving it up after yesterday's push. Baba will still be an inside day, but since he's giving it up after yesterday. See Baidu here, But I do a little worse, 2 up, 2 down on the day of the reversal there. So we'll see what more comes of that. And the way you get in on something like that is this. The 2 down, the 2 up, boom. 2-2 reversal on the 30, and down she goes with the China. If we go to NVAX, all sorts of trouble here. Inside day, 2 up, boom, rev strat to the downside. See if we can take out last week's lows and last month's lows. Now just kind of skirting the lows right now. That tells us to keep an eye on Moderna. Moderna with the nice 2-2 reversal day. 2 up, 2 down. Down she goes, and just chop shop here, chop shop here, inside monther. But nice moves on the opening. Market trying to firm up and come up on these 60s. We'll see. If we go to AFRM, the AFRM had this tight triangle business in here, but now starting to get hit off the 2 up, 2 down day, and the inside week to the downside here. Full time frame continuity to the downside, and just took the inside 30 to the downside to continue. If we go to SQ, 2 up, 2 down. That takes the inside week to the downside, right? And here's your rev strat 30. Inside, the 2 up, boom. And when that hits that out, you're looking to stop these guys, and full time frame continuity to the downside. Hit them a little harder, and right now trying to go 30 to the downside, inside 30. We go to SBLK. And all sorts of trouble here. Taking that 2-2 week down and going after the month, and here. SBLK just dropping off. Here's your inside 30 right here to the downside after yesterday's hit. So still working as SBLK to the downside. Go to Regeneron, the BIOS. And Regeneron, inside day, 2 up, boom, rev strat to the downside. You can see last week that 2 up, 2 down reversal, and now coming to take these guys out, which it did. So we want to see if we can get down below all these guys and then stay there. Right now, a little corrective activity back to the upside. If we go to Lockheed Martin, inside day to the downside. They got them good in here because you had that inside week going up, and then it was a 2-2 reversal rev strat, 1, 2 up. But then, boom, yesterday, inside day, we're going to try and reverse all that. And that's what you're going to see when you have this, this really tight ranges. Nothing's following through. And anybody trying to swing trade in this environment knows the difficulty that you're seeing here. Moderna goes to the lows right there. If we go to Alcoa having a rough one here, and that's a 2 up, 2 down week. We'll see if we can take more of this stuff out. Still an inside month, and now here inside on the 60, so we'll see how that breaks. If we go to UPST, and UPST just having some problems here with rev strat week. It's tight ranges in here, but it is moving lower, and so we can keep an eye on that if you can get a borrow on that. If you go to Autodesk, Ollie goes to the highs. And Autodesk, one of the things we look for, the 3-2-2 to the downside, because this is your broadening formation down here. That's a little bit bigger than the other ones that we've been seeing. So hopefully you can get that Autodesk to keep puking down into here, and you'll see these lower low here. So that'd be a nice move if we can keep that on that. So you might want to keep that on the radar if we start to sell off a little bit more. Go to Coop. Coop inside day to the downside. Back through previous range. That's what we want to see. It gives us the outside week. All right. And you can see this inside on the 60 to the downside. All right. And that's something you'd look for. Right. If we go to Beyond the Meat. Beyond the Meat. 2 up, 2 down reversal on the day, and if that works, it takes that week to the downside here with full time frame continuity to the downside. So we'll see if that can set up, and here we go, triangle the outs. And triangle the outs. Your broadening formation here Beyond the Meat. If we go to GameStonk, and GameStonk giving it up here, and the 3-2-2 day looking to take this out and have these two become an outside bar of this below 126.32, so you got some more room on that, setting up the rev strat week here, All right, because remember, when it was up here was taking out that month. Now it's back in that range, right? Because you had that 1, 2, 2 trying to rev strat the month. Now trying to rev strat the week back to the downside, and you're going to see a lot of that kind of chop shop going on in this market. If you go to AMPH, oof, boy, they got them good in here, didn't they? Looking for the outside monther right now, trying to go inside 60 to the downside continuation. Because yesterday was a 2 up by taking out the highs and didn't quite make the lower low until today, and then boom, all that stuff gone. If we go to BPMC, and this is a beautiful 322, and it's completed already, but we'll see if there's anything more to come of it, because here's what you get: the outside bar, the 2 up, boom, 322, and then these two became an outside bar of these guys. You see? Then it stopped. So we'll see if anything more comes of that. But for the most part, market pretty much in a stalemate here until we can get out of this range and at least break the week. Would love to see the month getting taken out. Nowhere near doing that. We'll see if CPI can move them around a little bit tomorrow. Like I said, if you got something else to do, I'd go do that. But there's a few things for you if you really want to hunt them down. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Robert Smith, Smith the Black, Strat Time Report.